My name is Hannah Terrile. I graduated from BC in 2022, and I'm a social media assistant with the New York Mets. I kind of just always wanted to work in baseball. I've always loved baseball. I worked for BC Baseball when I was a senior, and I was applying all over to different MLB teams in the spring. It was a super late hiring process just because that's how sports works. And I ended up getting an internship with the Mets. And after 2 months, it turned into a full-time role. And then since then, I've been promoted again. So that's how I ended up here. So on a game day, I get in about 9:30, have morning meetings and just scheduling the different content we have going out that day. And then typically midday, I would say on a game day, film a TikTok with the players at entrances. So this is the player entrance. They come in this way to the clubhouse, and this is where I shoot a lot of TikToks, like question of the day videos, fun videos like golfing, basketball, crazy things like that. These TikToks are super fun. They all do really well for us and our fans love them. So this is where that all happens. It's such a huge stadium, but I've gotten to know it really well now and I can find my way around. But I've definitely gotten lost a few times. One time I ended up on the roof actually. And this is like after I'd already worked here for like solid 2 months. So it is very confusing at first. I still remember my first day. I had to go cover Francisco Lindor meeting this kid on the field, and I was so nervous. I had never been on an MLB field before or ever met an MLB player, so I was definitely like super intimidated. But honestly, like after that first week, I think I just really settled into it, and I guess I've learned a lot about just how the sport works and like how the players work and the fact that like they're totally normal people. They're so personable, and I'm super used to it now, I would say, but I was definitely really intimidated, and I definitely had some moments where I was like, I'm so young, like how did I get here? But I think in those moments, I've just kind of like stepped back and been like, I deserve to be here, like I have awesome experience that's gotten me here, but it definitely was intimidating at first. Okay, so one of the best things about Citi Field is definitely the food. It's amazing, and my coworkers and I love trying new things and sharing a bunch of stuff. There's a Shake Shack here. There's these milkshakes that have like a donut on the milkshake. There's just crazy food, so we love. Oh my gosh, also, that's our vet dog, Seaver. Hi, does he want to be in a video? I think that there are a lot of people here that have been here for like 15, 20 years, so definitely like having those kind of mentors to look up to that have been here for a long time has been really helpful. And then also it is a pretty young organization, at least my team specifically, so it's also really cool to see how we all, didn't graduate that long ago and we are in these really awesome roles. So it's been really fun collaborating with younger people too, I would say.
Okay, so we love recreating things that we see online, like different fun trends, and this picture of Taylor Swift has been trending with eating a piece of chicken and seemingly ranch, and so we're recreating it with Mrs. Met, who just got here. Hi!
This is the best thing ever.
Okay, cool, and then we have this TikTok. Perfect! Thank you.
I think if you would have told me when I was a freshman this is where I'd be, I would be so in shock. I would be so happy and excited just because this is totally something like literally since I was like 6 years old, I've wanted to work in baseball. I knew it would be a huge jump, but I just wanted it so badly because it was like my dream job to work in the MLB, and I did have a lot of great baseball experience before, like with BC Baseball and also with the Cape Cod Baseball League. So I feel like I was just honestly very confident in the experience that I had, and I just believed in myself. I'm so proud to say that I went to BC, and I love meeting other people that went to BC too. It's a place that's super special to me, and I absolutely love. And I also just know that like there's no way I'd be where I am today without BC, because it seriously was like all of the professors I met and the connections I made with them and the classes I took and the extracurriculars and all of the leadership experience I got that got me to my job. So I literally owe it to BC why I'm here.